Cut away firmly and very precisely behind square.
Yeah, short, wide and 4. Babar will not miss out. That's the ability to play it slightly finer, or if he wants to hit it squarer, he'll hit it earlier, but that is a beautiful shot.
Out on its way, change of line, the adjustment from David Willey too far.
After the first 4, he was trying to rectify his line, and obviously at this stage he pitched middle leg, and that's where he's very, very strong with fine leg up with this kind of pace to ask him for trouble. We got another 9 deliveries to go. That's another good shot through mid-wicket. This will race away to the boundary. It's a fast outfield here.
Once the run rate increased, what happens? Just outside off stump by a whisker, worked away through that big gap between mid-wicket and mid-on for what looks like the easiest of fours.
And that has been slammed down the ground.
It's all about establishing superiority, and that's what these two batsmen has done.
And that's a 50 partnership. 50 for Pakistan, another 50 partnership for Rizwan and Babar. Moves around the crease again. Oh, he's found the gap. That's a magnificent piece of placement.
That's what we call manoeuvring of the length. Saw the ball being dragged by the bowler, and he was ready for it. Employed his favourite stroke, whipping the ball on the onside for yet another boundary.
Oh, that is glorious. Quite magnificent.
Is making the bowler think. Karan went round the wicket. What Rizwan did, he just moved away a little bit, gave his arms or hands to go through the shot. Nothing off the surface, came nice and straight. Saw mid-off in the circle.
It's very civilised, Amir, but that is uncivilised. Unceremoniously dumped out of the ground. What a strike. First 6 in the 7 matches. We'll see many more, I'm sure.
Yeah, the first one played with authority, hit with authority. Footwork, made it. Just moved outside the leg stump, created that room to swing his arms. Flat batted it.
Still nursing that injury. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Beautifully struck, just enough to clear the boundary and the board some yards behind it.
Gets his foot to the pitch of the ball and he favors that area every time. A clean strike, and you always knew he was sailing over the fence.
Wasn't a bad delivery. He cleared his front leg and then went against the spin.
Oh, that's well bowled. That is nicely bowled.
Nicely worked away on the offside. Punching the ball off the back foot, using the pace.
Produced 17 fours and 9 sixes. One of those down to Moeen Ali. This is just gorgeous timing from Mohamad Rizwan. Just a little bit of swing, but it swung nicely onto the middle of the bat. There's that timing again. There's yet another boundary in this opening over. A sort of look of resignation from David Willey.
Feeling fragile at the moment. That was nicely done. Using the angle.
He's picked that up. He's picked that up to perfection and lands over the boundary. Massive 6 from Rizwan, his first of his innings.
This is one of his absolute key areas. And he uses that slight back of a length delivery. He uses the bounce you get from that.
Have another go in the crowd.
One for the maximum.
Well, this is the approach what Pakistan should be taking all the time. Doesn't matter what sort of total you're chasing. Just go hard.
Down the leg side, it's a poor delivery, or poorly directed anyway. And that finds a gap as well. Lots of work to do out there, and I don't think Luke Wood's going to make it.
And fell well short of the 200 they need tonight. One thing they do so well is run hard between the wickets. That's 50 for Mohamad Rizwan, 50 from just 30 deliveries.
Talk about consistency. That's what you get from Mohamad Rizwan. Once again, batted beautifully under pressure.
This is huge.
It's all about Sky. The information is all about making the right strategy. And both these batsmen failed.
Doesn't seem to make an awful lot of difference whether it's Moeen Ali or Adil Rashid.
22. Just waited for it and slammed this over mid-wicket. England were very good against Pakistani spinners. Well, Pakistan have taken it too hard and they're...
Outside off stump, picked up. There's a fielder there to no well. Another boundary.
They played superbly well. They have not put a foot wrong tonight, these two Pakistani openers.
Sweep shot comes out, ball number 2. First boundary comes out, ball number 2. Beautifully struck. A little bit offline from Dawson, and that's what happens.
Rizwan and that sweep shot, he plays it to perfection. And it's a proper sweep shot. He's got the other ones, a little paddle as well, but he made sure he hit it and hit the gap.
Yeah, it swung again just a little bit, but ever so slightly offline, flicked away.
Yeah, went searching for swing, found swing, but just ended up on the pads. He's looking for the ball to come back in, looking for those pads, but it's just down the leg side.
Nice shot, that's just a lovely shot.
So the width was an offer. Look, it didn't nip back, played it beautifully. His weight was on front foot for Rizwan's. And anything in the gap here will race away to the boundary at National Stadium, Karachi.
That's guided in that gap between the keeper and the short third man. Well, it looks like they've got the boundary, but only 4. Nonetheless, that's enough to take the score up to 31 without loss. It's nice. Very much premeditated, but very nicely played.
Scoring bulk of runs. Full toss, hit straight, another boundary.
On the back foot very early in the piece. That was tempted Yorker, made it into a full toss. Beautifully played by Rizwan, nice and straight.
No matter what. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a terrific shot. Let's talk about the ball when it's in play, shall we? It's a beautiful piece of batsmanship. Terrific footwork. Lucky for you, there's only one ball of the over left before we change. Nudged out into the onside. They'll scamper back for a couple. It's been yet another excellent first half of 20 overs for Pakistan. Rizwan has 50 once more from just 38 deliveries. He will take the plaudits. They will give him plenty.
That's up in the air. That's gone a bit further.
It got the toe end of the bat. It was always going to be a case of cat and mouse at the boundary rope, and you see Will Jacks taking an absolute blinder, trying to throw it back in. He's too far down, close to the ground. I hope he's okay.
Helped on its way beautifully into the gap.
Not the line, not the length to bowl to Rizwan. He loves that swivel, and his hand-eye coordination and his bat speed is next to none. It was short and it was there to be put away in spite of 2 fielders at the boundary. Picked the gap perfectly, Rizwan.
That is drilled down the ground, shimmy down the track and smoke for a boundary.
And they're using the feet beautifully, getting really close to the ball, and the good thing is that he hit it nice and straight. Need few of them to get to some respectable total. I'm asking for 5.
He chips it straight to Alex Hales, and Hales has one.
Another short ball. This goes straight up in the air almost, but just has enough carry on it to drop safely behind the keeper, Phil Salt.
That one's in the air. They're not short boundaries here, despite the fence being in a long way from the perimeter, but that has gone.
Well, I don't think Sam Curran is going to like those last two, really, I beg your pardon. He's going to like those last two deliveries. Drop catch, and then he's been punked for 6. That's painful, very painful for a bowler.
Well, this is beautifully struck straight down the ground. It doesn't get much better than that.
Yep, good way to pick up after the drinks break. Comes down the track. It was pushed outside off, and he still managed to get a hold of it, hitting it back straight past the bowler.
Willie again now. Full toss is scooped over short long leg. I love the contradiction in terms. Short long leg. Take your pick. It's one of the 3. It's 4 runs anyway.
Got down on one knee and just managed to clip this over. Pakistan looking to bat with some intent after the drinks break. Much needed as well.
That was kind of a freebie to Rizwan, finally, especially with the fine leg up.
That Rashid has swapped ends. That's a nice shot though. In amongst the carnage.
Tossed up, outside off stump. And he's managed to get a good connection on that.
They looked very timid today to me. When they lost the toss for some odd reason, when the openers came out, that extra bubble wasn't there.
Even Sam Curran with his relatively gentle pace through the air started bowling. He bowled 3 in a row, didn't he? And what they've found is that Pakistan's batsmen have not found the answers. 15 overs done, 114%.
Another half century for Rizwan. He has been the lone man out there.
Well, that short ball has been dispatched.
It wasn't really short. It was just a pick-up shot. He plays that with a lot of control, and he took that ball inside his body. He didn't really fetch it from outside the off stump. That's why the ball trebled. And he didn't mean to hit it down. He meant to hit 6, and he got it, a big one.
Full delivery, and Rizwan pounces on it, doesn't get it right out of the middle of the bat, but at times it picks up another couple. Straight to Adil Rashid. Sam Curran has the good grace not to over-celebrate. It was a delivery, full toss down the leg side. There's the Union Jack fluttering away in the stands.
Yeah, he just stood there after the shot. He thought he nailed it. He went straight to the man. Not enough elevation, not enough power. Normally he'll hit that over the fence. Maybe just slightly down the leg side. He couldn't get enough bat on it. But it's another impressive Rizwan innings. 63, it's 131 for 9.